All right guys, welcome back to the Garage 11 channel. Now, we've got a new project that we're going to be collaborating with Vizion Concepts. This is something that's pretty wild, pretty out there, and it really ties in with one of the boys from Vizion Concepts. So what we've got here is we've got a brand new 2025 85 SX. Fairly straightforward bike, nothing too wild. It's a big wheel 80. Well, big wheel 85, sorry, I'm showing my age. Super cool little bike, really fast as they are. Super competitive, but why don't we go and put a 125 engine in it? As you can see, this 85 doesn't actually look like a stock KTM. That's because Vizion Concepts have already gone to town, making it look way better than the stock bike. Now, we're gonna put a link to the description because Vizion Concepts are arguably the best graphics on the market. There's nothing better, there's no better fit, design, customer follow-up, all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna put a link to their website in the description so you can check out all of that stuff. They ship internationally, so for all of our overseas viewers, you'll be able to quite quickly and easily get the graphics kit that you want for your bike. At the moment, Marshall, who a lot of you know, he's actually busy getting Vizion stuff done, so this is going to be a collaborative project. So once I've got the engine out, when we start getting into the engineering stuff and the more tricky stuff, because he is very across a lot of that stuff as well, we're going to get him in and we're going to work together, and you'll be able to see us get this bike happening and let the madness begin, really. Now, this idea was thrown around on Thursday and came to fruition on Friday. So here we are, we're going to try and get this, well, this is a gas 125, so we're gonna try and stuff this engine into this frame. Now, I'm not too sure how, where, what, why, but all I know is if we can pull it off, it's gonna be absolutely amazing and it's gonna be fun to ride. Let's just hope it's not too much of a death trap, but we'll try and engineer that side of it. We've got a whole heap of little engineering projects within this motorcycle that we're going to have to do. We don't even know if it's going to work yet or not, but what we're going to do today, we're going to pull the engine out of the 85 and we're going to offer up the gas 125 into the chassis and just start from the basics. So with this one, it's going to be about if we solve enough problems, it's going to work. And that's exactly what a lot of this stuff is. It's all about problem solving. Like on our last video, you would have seen on our CR500 conversion, we had to problem solve getting that running. And that's going to be one of the things with this. It's just going to be a lot more problem solving with this particular bike. We're going to take into consideration things like gear ratios, alignment of the driveline. We've got to look at the swing arm pivot, engine mount, spark plug clearance, air boxes, carbies, jetting, suspension. Now, we have already personally nominated Cruise Tune to do the suspension on this. They don't know that yet, and I'm sure they're gonna love it. Let's start pulling this thing out. We'll get the engine out of it real quick. That way we can start looking into some of the nitty-gritty of what we've actually got to do with this bike and just get to the point where we can offer this engine into this chassis and see how much madness we need to go through to get it to work. We've pulled the bike apart, we're about to pull the engine out.
This was a brand new bike. and now it's
not a brand new bike.
Yeah, it looks like that.
I don't know, I've already seen like a few things that's going to be complicated. Well, not complicated, but we're definitely going to have to move chassis, mounts, custom swing arm pivot. I think a fair bit of that sort of stuff. Because I mean,
is the shock going to fit?
Well, I don't know.
That's, I'm just looking at that because it's, well, at least it's PDS style.
Yeah, we can.
That's a bonus.
We can make it work. So we'll pull the engine out and let's see.
You pull the engine out because I've got good shoes on. Oh, look at that. It came without bolts.
Oh, look at that.
You can take the spring off the pedal.
Yeah, can you get me a...
No. So if you had a spring puller like a normal person,
I don't though.
It would make things way easier.
You just hook that out. Like it doesn't weigh anything. Oh, really? Just
tear it.
Oh, it's not built to come off. Oh, yeah.
KTM spec.
KTM spec. Built to go bankrupt. I mean,
like Cowie spec.
Cowies are good.
Yours isn't.
Mine's sick.
Rattly piece of crap.
Look at this little thing.
Look at that little guy.
It's cute, isn't it?
Look at that little fella.
Look at that
just
little
leaking
thing.
oil everywhere.
Just sitting there. Just oil and shit coming out of it. Two very different sized engines.
Nah.
Very, very different sized engines. I don't know, man. You know what's funny though? A lot of the stuff is the same shape, just scaled down, which is good. Do we dare?
You can try and get it in there now.
Do we dare? Just watch that oil.
No.
Let me just clean that up.
Just let me fall over on that real quick.
What do you reckon?
I reckon we're idiots.
I reckon we're idiots too. But that's okay. People don't know us for our intellect.
Well, people that know us know we don't have intellect.
Yeah, that's why we started working on dirt bikes.
The mounts aren't going to fit right off the bat.
No, they're too narrow.
Way too narrow. Wonder if you can just cut them off and flip them.
Well, we could cut them off and just reposition them. Just shape them up, and because you can't, because it's got a capsulated nut on this side, so you can't flip them.
Yeah.
But we could literally just pull them and even, like, we're just going to see where it lands. This is either going to just go straight in or it's going to be a nightmare. There's two options for this.
It ain't
It's not going to be
going straight in.
No, 100% it's not going straight in.
The other thing I just thought of is the cooling system going to be sufficient? Like, you got 85 rads on a 125 motor.
Well, when it starts to slow down, boo,
Turn it
off. And the main straight under load, we'll know. All right.
Yeah, nah. That ain't going in there. All sorts of twisting and turning and
look at
clutch levers and tings. Yeah, that was a bad.
That was a
The
stupid
old leg
idea.
catch. It fits. It's done.
I'm.
It's very tight, but
like, once we get it down on the engine mounts, I don't know. It's close.
the swing arm.
Swing arm's going to be a thing.
The swing arm's not open enough. By a lot.
Well, it depends what lives behind here. When we pull your engine apart, we'll have to see what lives behind here, and we might actually have to machine the back edge of these off to fit in with that.
And at that point, there's no return.
No, the engine's smoked at that point.
You're going to lose a mount for your kickstart right there, because that's going to have to be shaved out.
A kickstart?
Or like all this mechanism here, because if you're shaving into here, you're going to lose that.
Oh yeah, but we can always put a little gusset, like weld something to support it if it needs to be. I think it's doable, but
there's lots of stuff that
yeah,
needs
but
doing.
What you got to do though is you got to take one thing, right? So if we have to get it pivoting on that back mount first. That is the primary thing. So I'll 3D scan this.
Look where the exhaust mount, the exhaust port's going to be.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's going to be up here.
Well, look how high it's sitting on top of the mounts. Yeah, it's not down yet. This is all fluff. Like, we can hollow that out quite easily and just gusset in there if we need to.
There's lots of things.
Like I said, we get it pivoting on the back first and go, cool, that's going to cradle it and tell us where it's got to be. Then we move the engine mount to get that in place. Then we address the exhaust, carby,
And the cooling.
and the cooling. And that's the order in which we'll do it.
gas, this comes out here, well, out of the actual frame straight to that.
Yeah.
Whereas that looks like it's got a little.
Yeah, well, what we could do is I can get radiators made with a deeper core in them on one side, and then we just hook that across and down.
This is going to go. This is blown out.
Oh, it was always going to blow out, but it'll be fun. Yeah, I think we just got to measure the openings there. It's not much by the time you split that across both sides.
20 mil.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much. And then we've got to open this up, or we make sleeves like the CRs and step the inside of that down to take the smaller pivot. Then we don't have to worry about modifying the frame.
I'd say that would be
we just get them
ideal
hardened.
situation. Yeah.
The guy around the corner, Uncle Terry, can fizz them up. We'll just
Uncle
get them
Tez.
hardened. We just get them hardened.
Big Uncle Tez.
Big Uncle Tez.
He knows what's up.
I'm not super scared, but I'm also not 100% sure either.
Well, I'm happy that you're not super scared, and I'm happy that I don't have to do any of the fabrication parts. I'm just the sticker guy. When it all goes to shit, I'll just put the stickers on.
That's 100% you in a nutshell.
I'll just be like, okay, see ya. I gotta
See you,
go.
bye. If the spark plug had hit this tube and been out, I would have been like, okay, this is a stupid idea.
Yeah.
But
I'm still surprised that it just actually even got in there.
yeah, so am I.
And that easily.
I mean, it's just resting there.
Yeah.
But like, it's going to go down 20 mil, so a lot of that stuff will be clearance by the time it slides down into its home. Next thing, the hardest bit's going to be carby and air boot. Because I'm either going to have to modify the stock one, or I'm going to have to find a semi plastic, fuel-resistant plastic. Because it's not on the fuel side, it's on the air side, but there'll be residue, and 3D print one, and just monitor it. Do we just run this little key in on it too? Just jet it up a bit?
I'm sure that'll work a treat.
Oh, sick. Well, I reckon we're on somehow.
Okay.
I think there's something there.
Okay. I'm just going to keep throwing these ones up.
Ye of little faith.
Oh, I didn't say I don't have faith.
You know who's going to have the hardest job?
Paul.
Aiden.
Paul's standing there watching for the next 4 months that it takes us to do it.
Cruise Tune's going to have a party putting this thing together, the suspension anyway. Hey, we've got PDS in a 125/85 with an air cartridge in it. Can you make this handle really well?
For a grown person.
Man, yeah. So my next port of call is going to be getting that rear end in, pretty much. Once it cradles in, we'll start having to do some measurements. With enough time, anything can go into anything. I love it how everyone's laughing.
And enough money.
And enough money.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of time. Actually, no, we don't have much of either.
I don't have any money. Lucky I'm not funding this project.
Well, we've got it in, we've got it sitting in there. As you can see, we know what we don't know, and we don't know what we know. So we've got no idea what tomorrow's going to bring. And if you know, you know. We're going to, like I said, we're going to have to get this pivot bolt in the back here. We're going to have to machine the cases a little bit. We have to see what's behind there. There's still a whole heap of things with this project that could just, you could see a video next week going, hey, the KTM didn't work. We're hoping that's not the case.
And we just destroyed a motor.
We just destroyed something.
Yeah.
But we knew there were risks involved with this. We're going to try our best to negate it. Even if we have to take the meat out of the swing arm and just get some bearings, different bearings and seals. They're just standard bearings and seals. But I think it's there. I think it's possible. I think we can do it. There's a lot of fundamental things that we still have to do, but there's also stuff that I thought we were going to have to do that we don't. So we're happy. We're good that the spark plug's got clearance. We're going to just keep working with it. So on that note, I reckon we wrap this one up. We're going to go away. We're going to measure up. We're going to come up with some bits and pieces. See what's next. So next episode, I reckon we're going to be looking at trying to get the back end of the engine pivoting on that swing arm. So stick around. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff that helps support this channel. Buy a graphics kit off him because he's a struggling. He's poor.
I need money. Help me.
He does okay graphics. They fit really well.
They look not great. No, jokes.
Don't forget to check out the other videos. Like I said, we've got really cool content coming up. We're putting a lot more energy into it, so hopefully we can keep that rhythm rolling. And then, yeah, let's see how we go with this KTM. All right, guys, thanks for watching.